What's going on, everybody? Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. So we have an interesting topic today, and it's basically this. Everything that happens is stored energy and stored in God's mind. Every single thing that everybody does, and with the elements, such as like a natural disaster, a tornado, a flood, it's always there. So it's this, what I'm about to say is hard to conceptualize, and it's not necessarily meant to be, but what I'm going to say is true. And the past and the future, although it may seem to the logical mind that we're going somewhere, once you step out of that, and this is what they call meditation, you are just in a state of being. And our whole existence came from this state of being. And it's all that there is. It never was. And so it takes different forms in the universe. But just like a video game, it's stored very precisely, though. Everything that you do in this video game is stored. And not everything is going to be critiqued down to the very littlest thing. But I can tell you right now, the thing that matters most is your intention behind doing something. So once you get into this field of being, basically, outside of the mind, I like to say because this is mine, I don't like to like overuse it though, because no one really says it, but to me it's very simple. It's thoughtlessness, and every animal and baby is automatically in this. It's only when the baby grows up and introduced to society and has more thinking that it does this, or has thinking just at all. And so when you get into this being, you'll understand that there is no past and no future. You can only think about the future. You can't live in the future until it actually happens. So when does it happen? It happens when you get there, but simultaneously you'll be happening in this moment. So the grand scheme, the biggest illusion of the world, is the fact that theoretically we are always in the moment. The past doesn't exist. Now, I'm going to get into this in a second, but I just want to finish this to back up that claim. When you think about the past, it's not there anymore. You can't relive the past. Most people's past are just in their head, and they relive that memory, but they're not going back and experiencing it as if something frightening just happening at an amusement park. They're not going back and actually experiencing it there. They're just in their mind the scenarios recreating. Now the good part. Since everything is stored, you can tap into the spiritual realm and don't ask me how. You can type, because God is a part of you. You're just maybe a smaller aspect. So anything he can do, you can do too. A lot of the stuff is not happening on a physical level, especially thoughts. It's happening on a level we can't see, a transient stage, so to speak. Our body that our soul was into, and this is the whole game, is to get to know your soul. Our body has, just think about it, it has limits. It has physical limits. It can only run so fast. It can only see so far. It can only think so much. But there has to be a contrary to that, which is the limitless, which is what we are. Sorry, man. Beyond that, since God can do all this stuff, so can we. But more so, I wanted to finish this up with the physical. The body just has these physical limits. It has to eat and drink, can only live so long. But it can only see in a spectrum. You've probably actually heard this before. Our bodies can only see so much color. Our bodies have physical limits. Our souls do not. If you can tap into the spiritual world, you can roam around and you get to see, you get to see the past and the future. So if you ever hear someone foretelling, fortune tellers, predictions, and people that sometimes know about the past, these people who truly know it, who truly seen it, because you'll see it like a video. You'll see it like a video, and you'll probably feel some essence of it when you're there. You will, these people are few and far between. So a lot of people are going to claim it, but that's not true. Only a few people are actually doing the legwork to get there, basically. It sometimes randomly happens, but so small in between that it's not like hoping. It's better to learn it than to actually hope it random comes to you. And that's about it. So subscribe to the channel, email me, and leave your topic below. And that's pretty much it. Have a nice day. I appreciate you for coming on. And that's all.